92 Honda Accord. First step, remove bolts here and here. Step 2, disconnect these wires. Also, you might need to remove this vacuum duct line from your air filter in order to gain access to wrench. 10mm for the bracket, 14mm flare nut because it has a line and you can't put a socket over it and you don't want to use a box wrench. Get a 14mm flare wrench, flare nut, and a 17mm socket. Also, when you disconnect this, which I would do first, make sure you have a rag or something to collect the gasoline. And I didn't have a flare nut wrench, I had a crow's foot that you put on a socket wrench. Okay, too much torque. Learn from my mistake, people. Don't do what I did. I just broke that stupid clip. Trying to make a simple tutorial, but hey, you know, you can learn from it. I broke it, you see, right here. Now the fuel filter is out, but it's still connected, and I don't even know how to. Jeez. So if I were you, I would take that bracket off first before trying to reef on this thing. So you'll just break it like I did. And then I had to use a breaker bar on this nut right there, which is another banjo bolt right here, that fitting around it, so it's a valve. So I need to get a new washer, upper and lower washer, after I move this thing. And then I'm gonna have to vise this. I'm gonna use a breaker bar, try to get this stupid sucker off so I can reuse this, but throw away the filter with a new one. That's why I don't care if it, you know, gets worked on. Also, I shouldn't get too worked up about it. I wanted a project car. That's exactly what I got. So these are the old washers. There's 4 of them, 2 for each banjo bolt. Okay, this is a hole. It's for a valve. It's a valve basically, but thankfully they're the same size for each one. So you just need to go to the parts store, get yourself some new washers for this, upper and lower on each side. Okay. Good news for me is the nut holding it in was stuck in there, but I actually didn't break the bracket. I just yanked this hook out. Okay, here's the new fuel filter, and I put some cloth around it in a vise because I'm going to put this bolt on and torque it before I deal with that dang bracket again. Okay, so I put the bracket back on, and then I tightened the 14mm flare nut or banjo nut, and it just seems really tight, and there's still threads showing. I'm not going to go any tighter than that. I'll let you know at the end of the video if I have any problems of leaks or anything, but I think that should be good. So I went to test my car before I drove it, and just turning the key to on, gasoline was spraying out of this fitting. This is actually a brand new fuel filter because the last one I actually cross-threaded, and so this one I got hand tight. I'm ready to tighten it down more with a wrench, but it's always important to test it before you drive. At this stage with the fuel filter on, just be mindful of how you get the line over to here near your fuel injectors. Try to get all the vacuum hoses reconnected to your ducting here. And while you're at it, also put this unit back in place and then secure it down with your bolts again and reconnect these wires. And the 2 vacuum hoses, one down here and one right there.